Hi, this is the Johnstone Supply Training Center, and today we're going to talk about how to identify unlabeled motors. Alright, we wanted to do a brief overview on how to identify motors. Every now and then in the field, you might run into a motor that looks something like this, a total burnout. And if there's no model and serial number, it can be a real bummer to replace. And in this example, you might actually be out of luck. However, with most motors, you'll actually be able to take them apart. Our motors really just have 4 long bolts, and if you unscrew them, it's a very long thread, and you give it a little physical persuasion, you'll be able to take the cover plate off of the motor itself. Once you get to the inside of the motor, you'll start to see something that looks like this. These are all the individual motor windings. And there's actually winding pairs. You can see kind of here, there's 2 different, slightly different colors of copper. That's 1 winding, or 2 windings and 1 pole on a motor. Over here, there's not 2 different colors, but still 2 windings make 1 pole for a motor. And we can count the number of poles in a motor and help us figure out what speed the motor is. So in this case, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 poles on a motor. And on PSC motors, we're actually able to identify the speed of the motor based on the number of poles. 6 poles, in this case, would be 1075 RPM. We would also need to know the horsepower that a motor should run at to be effective. So based on the tonnage of the unit, we'll have another graph that'll show you what horsepower a motor should be to match that system. So you would then have the speed and horsepower. And lastly, you should be able to get the voltage using your meter to identify what voltage the motor should run at. With those facts, you'll be able to get a replacement motor in a system and get it operational again. For this and any other needs, come check us out at the Johnstone Supply Training Center, where you can get real-world experience for your real-world career.